quickly recap that the points we were discussed in our first session. We discussed about what is psychology, what is spirituality, what is spiritual psychology, and what are the points, what are the topic that we will discuss in our spiritual psychology was the takeaway in our first session. And today, I'm going to let you know there is one more session is called well-being. I hope you all remember the name of your course, spiritual psychology and well-being. What is well-being? What is well-being?
Good mental and physical health.
Good mental and physical health. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you. Any other answers? What do you mean by well-being?
Fit and fine.
Two? Yes.
Happiness. Happy, feel happy.
Amazing. Amazing. Who said that? That's the right answer. So well-being is nothing but happy in our life. Not only throughout the life. Every day we have to have that healthy and happy. When you look at me, physically, you can find that I'm not having any disease. I'm not having any disease. That doesn't mean, that doesn't warrant that I'm not having any problem. Or I will be happy always. So, well-being is the one thing that focuses on the positive side of a human being. Positive side of the human being. So, well-being that mainly focus on health and happiness. Are we healthy in cognition? Are we healthy in our emotion? Are we healthy in our behavior? Do we have a healthy behavior? Do we have a healthy emotions? Do we experiencing healthy thoughts? So when you focus, when you study about those things that we can call as well-being. Are you happy in any kind of activities you have taken up? Are you happy when you do something? So that is well-being. Okay. How is there any connection? Is there any relationship between spirituality and well-being? Is spirituality giving that happiness to us? When it comes to
Definitely.
Spirituality is value-based life. So when we live our life value-based, then
Yeah.
we become healthy and happy.
Thank you, sister. When we are value-based, that will give us happiness to us? Will it give happiness to us when we are facing that value-based?
Yeah. When we are value-based and we know that whatever we live life in a spiritual way, definitely it will give us happiness because we concentrate on what we have to do.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. So, when we are spiritual, we are more focused on the happiness that will give happiness. Just imagine I'm having the sweet in my hand. I'm having one sweet also. If I take it, when the sweet is getting inside, the taste will go down. That we can call as a momentary. That is called momentary. My happiness is there when I'm taking the sweet. That happiness goes when the sweet is exhausted. So this happiness is very good. Thank you. This happiness is for temporary. Temporary. And these happiness we can call as a pleasure. Most of the pleasure principles are stimulated by dopamine. Dopamine. Dear members over here, I would like to let you know, in our brain, we are having 4 happy hormones. Well-being talk about happiness only. Spirituality also talks about happiness, and I will let you know what is the real happiness that teaches. We are having 4 neurotransmitters, what we can call as happy hormones: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. Endorphin. Will we practice spirituality? What kind of happiness we experience? For that, we must know 2 very important theories in happiness. two important theories in happiness. Thank you. I think the answer is already given in the chart. There are two happiness theories. The first one is hedonic happiness theory, and second one is eudaimonia happiness theory. What is hedonic? When you go there, when you found something, you think that I needed immediately for me. If you take it for you immediately, that we can call as an eudaimonia. Sorry, hedonic. That without self-control, we want gratify that what we needed immediately. That gratification we can call as an hedonic. Hedonic generally based on self. Selfish. It's not for others. Yes. When we found something, when we keep with us, we don't want to give it to anybody else. Just imagine you are having the blessings. You are having huge money and holding all the money with you, and you are not giving to anybody else. That is selfish. When you think that you are having more money, that it gives that happiness to you, that is called hedonic happiness. And second one is eudaimonia. Eudaimonia is something when you help others, when you give something to others, when you're grateful for others, and when you find meaning and purpose in your life, when you forgive others. Just imagine I have done a mistake. Okay. Yeah, I'll type in and I'll type. I done a mistake. And you are the one you are forgiving me. Whenever you saw me, even after 10 years, even after 20 years, you will say, I forgive this person. That gives happiness to you. That gives happiness to you. Long-lasting happiness. When we are looking for permanent happiness. Permanent happiness. When you are looking for a broader happiness, the length and breadth of the happiness is very big. That could be attained through eudaimonia practices. Where eudaimonia can be practiced? Spirituality. That is the pathway you can take up. Spirituality teaches we have to show unconditional love to other members. Unconditional love. When you look at the God, he never hate anybody else. When you love everyone else, if we forgive them, our relationship will strengthen. When our relationship are nurtured, and we will have more happiness. When you are disengaging with people, when you are not forgiving the people, we are alone, we are depressed, we will not be happy. Spirituality will say that forgive the mistakes of others. Help the people who are suffering. And I wonder that I just visited Mount Abu more than 5 times. Every time when I come there, sisters and brothers, irrespective of age, irrespective of their position, the seva they are doing for the common people. I think, do you know why they are helping the other people? Why they are doing the seva? Spirituality give the value to the brothers and sisters to practice those things. When they do, they are getting pleasure, that we can say the happiness. Happiness. When you help others, when you serve others, that gives happiness to us. That happiness we can call as an eudaimonia. Eudaimonia. It never hold grudge or vengeance about anybody else. When just imagine, I'm a 1 year old. No, just I will type that. So hedonic and eudaimonia. So only God is selfless, and we follow that goddess, the pathway of the goddess, and we also selfless. What spirituality teaches? Don't keep everything is on yourself, yourself. Love others. Make it everyone. Give it to them. It's always where we learn always. Spirituality teaches. When you give someone else who needs something, for example, just imagine a person is more hungry on the roadside, and when you are looking at them and you are bringing some food to them, when they are eating, the happiness you are having, no one can give. No one can give. So, in our paper, Spiritual Psychology and Well-being, well-being means being happy and healthy. How we can able to happy? One is, if you like the food you like the most, when you eat that, you will be happy. Only for you. But when you help others, everyone will be happy. The person who are getting and the person you are giving also. You will have money. Selfless happiness. And that could be attained through serotonin. Giving others, helping others. Random act of kindness. When someone coming and giving them, how can I help you? When you serve someone else, kindness. When someone asking how to reach a particular destination, you help them how to reach there. Spiritual pathway, random act of kindness. Grateful. When you found someone is doing good, we have to acknowledge and appreciate them. We have to acknowledge and appreciate them. These things what you have done is very good. That is also gratitude. When we are happy, when we are blessed, we are not having any illness, we are thanking the God. That is gratitude. That is gratitude. Gratitude is, we must, what we can say, prayers. Prayer is a kind of gratitude. When I am low, just imagine, when we are low, we need someone come and say that we are here for you. Generally, we human beings are naturally 50% we are selfish in nature. 50% we are selfish in nature. But God is unselfish. We have to learn that quality from the goddess. Like mother, just imagine you are a 1-year-old child. While you are playing with your mom, you are beating your mom, you are slapping your mother. Will mother slap back to you? No. She will forgive us. She know that what you have done is not purposefully. The God also believe that when we do some mistakes, and they will understand that they don't know what they are doing it. They forgive. When we follow the footpaths of the goddess, and we nurture the qualities of the goddess, we will be more wise. That we can say that we have to follow more values. When you go to any Brahmakumaris centers, they are having a museum, virtual museum or in-person museum you can able to witness, where you can able to find out the values we have to follow. The values we must have. Where we learn that values from the spiritual component. Okay. I'm going to stop here. The unconditional love. Can you let me know the values you may aware about it? You can unmute and say, or else you can type the answer in the chat box, please. What are the values that you may aware about by practicing spiritual activities or in the Brahma Kumaris? Yeah, keep smiling always. Love, contentment, amazing, amazing. That's very, very important quality.
Care and share.
Lovely, peace,
Peace.
royalty,
Gratitude, forgiving.
gratitude, forgiveness. Amazing.
Soft speaking. Soft speaking.
Yes,
Cooperation, cooperating.
cooperating,
Accommodating.
accommodating, lovely, loyalty,
Mm.
politeness,
Yes.
humbleness, tolerance,
Mm.
adjustment.
Patience.
patience, truthfulness.
Yes.
I think you are coming up with a lot of values, honest, looking good thing in others, truth. See, what are the values you have said that when we practice it, when we practice it, have you noticed that when you look at somebody else, they will be more gloomy, they will be more sad, and they look like just something unhappy, and most of the time in the face. Most of them in the face. Session நடக்கும்பா. So when the people are more positive outlook, we can able to understand that they are inculcating the values and they exhibit in practice. They will take the values. How they will take it? One is about the spiritual literatures. In Brahma Kumaris, what they call as a morally. When you are listening, when you are reading that God's words, they will tell that what we have to do, what we are not supposed to do, and when to do, and whom we have to do that. Everything is very clearly mentioned. When we look at that people who are adapted the values, and you can able to see positive outlook in that person. When you are not able to find out positive outlook in a person, that means they are not having that values. Who will be more happy? Well-being persons are more happy. When you are adapt spiritual path to be happy, and you inculcate, you will learn, you will practice those values in your day-to-day life. When we practice these values for day-to-day life, what are the spiritual practices we may aware about it? If you found that when you are practicing those spiritual practices, will it give peace of mind, happiness to you? Meditation, amazing.
Reading and understanding spiritual literature.
Amazing.
Studies.
You already all know that. Just imagine I'm a down. Okay, I'm just down. Some of my friend or family members comes to me and says that I am there for you. Just imagine. And when we are down, by hearing that word, and we'll be more strong. We'll be more strong. Just imagine when you believe the goddess, there is a supreme power. When we believe the supreme power, they are there for me always. When we believe that, and we will be more, okay, I'm having the down. Definitely he's there, he will bring me up. If you're having that thought, hope, when you are instilling this hope, we never goes down. We never goes down. And prayers that give strength to us. When we do the prayers, when we are doing the meditation, we are more mindful. We live in the present condition. Who will be more happy? Just think about it. I'm right here. I think about my future. I think about my past. I will not be happy at all. I'm not happy at all. When you are here, when you're listening this lecture, you will be happy. When we are in the present moment, and whoever are present, they are more mindful. All mindful people are happy in their life. Or mindful people are happy in their life. How we can able to mindful? All the spiritual practices that will make us to be mindful. Raj Yoga meditation. When we do so, we are more mindful. We are more mindful in nature. Because we are there, we are focusing only on the light. Only on the light. So we understand that prayers, chanting mantras, reading that spiritual literatures,
And giving services.
giving services, amazing,
Churning knowledge.
amazing. So these are the spiritual practices we do that gives real happiness and helping the
Being
people
kind to
suffering.
others.
Lovely. Helping the people who are suffering and preserving the nature. When you look at that, the spiritual people, they never cut down anything, even for non-human beings. They will treat all the living organisms are their family. Unnecessarily, they will not do anything. Unnecessarily, they will not do anything. They are more focused. They are more meant for universal or common for all. When we adapt these things, we can understand that they are universal in nature. They are selflessness. Selflessness are inculcated by practicing spirituality. When we do so, and these will help. And some occasions when you do that, the spiritual practices, they will go for Padayatra. I hope you all know what is Padayatra.
Peace March, Shobha Yatra. This
So-
time we had Shiv Yatri, so we did have so many Padayatras and felt very healthy and happy during Yatra.
See, when we do the Padayatra and we are giving physical exercises, that gives happiness to our mind. Endorphin is secreted. When we do physical activities, there is a neurotransmitter called endorphin will be secreted. There is a natural painkiller. When we are having the pain, we can able to tolerate or cope up that, we also feel happy. Endorphin. And fourth one is when you look at that, very important thing, spiritual people are not alone. They will be there in group chanting, group prayer. And you can able to see in some occasions, 20,000 people or 40,000 people, they will come and pray for that peace of the world, happiness of the world, group meditation. Amazing. When we do group meditation, just imagine I am alone. There is a neurotransmitter called oxytocin. Oxytocin will be secreted when you are with all the people. When you are with people are surrounded by us and we'll be happy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So group prayers, naturally that induces oxytocin. Naturally induces oxytocin. So all the happy hormones are secreted. When we take up the spiritual pathway, that definitely that will lead to well-being. And I'm going to make a disclaimer. I'm going to make a disclaimer. All the spiritual pathways are must be logical. When the belief and the disbeliefs, or belief also here, burden to the people. Or belief, also a burden. It must be an optimum level. Must be an optimum level. When we are having over belief, if you are following a particular religious pathway, spiritual pathway, if you believe completely on that, you will disobey that other pathway taken by other people. That's why I said optimal level. These are some disclaimers we have to, yes. We have to use the disclaimer. When you say you are a spiritual, you have to deal everyone as your brothers and sisters, irrespective of the religious caste. You are not supposed to discriminate anybody based on their color, based on the geographical area, based on their fathers. Do you understand that? So that need to be educated. Spirituality, ocean, where we have to learn that. Okay. Uh, the next one is I'm going to make you understand that. Just give me a minute to share my screen with you all. Yes. Is it my screen is visible for you all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Just I'll add on a few more points here. See,
Sorry for interrupting, brother.
yes,
Which book are we referring to for this?
I think the book is not yet received by you, and it is under printing. Probably you may receive 203
Okay.
Spiritual Psychology. The name of the book
203 or
maybe I
202? It's
202. 202.
okay. That's
Okay.
This is the only book which we have not received yet.
not received because
Okay, got it.
we revised that book very recently. It will reach you very shortly.
Sure. Thank you.
So I'll add on the key points understanding spiritual psychology here. See, in spiritual psychology, we focus on that spiritual experiences of an individual as well as group, and how that spiritual experiences help them to be psychologically wealthy. Psychologically wealthy. That is the main focus of spiritual psychology. When we look at that, the people who are following spiritual psychology, they are aware about their strength and weakness. They are more resilient in nature. They bounce back to that normal very quickly. When they, just imagine, no one is perfect. Someone, every one of us, at one point of time, will be down, emotionally down, thought-wise we are down, our behavior may be inappropriate or deviant one. Resilience is a practice will help us to make to be normal. So spirituality will say that when you are down, the God, we believe that the God, He is there for supporting me to be back to normal. We will understand that very deep about our self. We understand that others very clearly. Why people are lying to us? Why people are harming us? Why people are gossiping? Why people are having something good and bad? And that answer, we can able to get it while we are practicing spirituality. In overall, we can say that is a personal development. We are aware about that, what they are capable, what they are not capable. And here are some of the key principles we can understand that spirituality, look at that, not an individual. It will not separate. It will make us a holistic. It will look at a broader perspective. And spirituality teaches being at the present. Make you to be more mindful, and it will help us to have three attitudes. Open to everything. We are learning. Accept the reality, non-reactive. Non-reactive. And in spiritual therapy, spiritual psychology, that applications on spiritual therapy, spiritual beliefs help us to heal our traumatic experiences we had. Traumatic experiences we had. The spiritual beliefs, it has a huge impact on our mental health and emotional well-being. When you believe that God is there, Baba is there, Father is there, and He will come and rescue me when I'm suffering, that belief has huge impact. Huge impact. When we know about that, someone is there for helping us. we will be more confident. Just imagine there is a two group of people are there. Two people are there, and one person standing alone, and they are coming, two persons are there. Here you are not, you are alone. Can we go and fight with them? No. When you believe that you are having 10 people are there and the opponent are having only two, and you are more confident. The same thing for in spirituality also. When you believe that the God is there and you believe that there are many, huge support is there. That strength, that belief gives psychological well-being to the people who are practicing spirituality. Spirituality teaches interconnectedness. Interconnectedness. We never discriminate based on that region-wise, religion-wise, language-wise. We never discriminate human being, animals, and plants when we follow the spiritual, and we believe that every living organism are the created by the goddess. So we connect with human, non-human living organisms. So that's why the people who are more spiritual, they preserve the nature. They will be more aesthetic. They will safeguard that place they belongs to them. They will not destroy them. They will not destroy them. They
प्रेजेंटेशन आ रही है मेरे को, मेरे स्क्रीन पर नहीं आ रही है प्रेजेंटेशन.
is it visible for you or not?
Yes, yes, it is visible
विजिबल
for me at
विजिबल
least.
विजिबल
मेरे
Thanks.
स्क्रीन पर एकदम से डिसअपियर हुई है.
नहीं
Okay.
दिख
करके
रहा आ
देखो
रहा
आप, शायद स्क्रीन चेंज हुआ होगा.
Yeah, no worries. I will share my screen with you later also. And
मैम रिजॉइन कीजिए एक बार, आ जाएगा.
अच्छा.
And second one is mindful. Be aware about that we are here for a purpose. Okay, there are, just imagine that as the sign saying that we are out of 1 million sperms. If you are not born, the others will occupy the place. Am I right? We are born here for a purpose. That awareness we will have that. When you are here, there is a purpose. And that thought that gives, we have to be present. The feeling must be present. Don't think about that. Past is past. You cannot change anything at all. When you think about, when your thoughts are thinking about the past, it will not make any change. It will not make any change. What we can do that? We have to be the present. How we can gain that? By practicing mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Meditation. Raja Yoga meditation is one of the mindful meditation. Mindful meditation. The third one is transcendence. Our soul is there. We can say our soul and supreme soul. We have to connect that supreme soul. When you look at most of the goddess pictures, you can able to see there is a glow in their backside. You can take Gautama Buddha, Jesus Christ, and what we can say, all the spiritual leaders, you can able to see there is a transcendence. There is a bright light from their back head. That we can able to achieve when we practice it. Nothing, what we can say, positive outlook. Transcendence is, when you look at the face, it will glow. It will show the happiness. It will exhibit what we are having. And many of us, we are already given a message in the chat box that our face is on index of what we are experiencing. What we are experiencing. And spirituality can be used in many personal development and healing component. The first one is holistic healing. I still remember, I hope you all also agree with me. When I was a childhood, I was ill, heavy fever. It's more than 100 and they took a medicine. I felt that I'm not able to come up from that illness. What my mom did, she brought me to the temple where a priest is there and they have done a prayers and he put a kungum and he said that God is with you. You'll be all right. Actually, what he has done that in the spiritual practice, he gave her a thought, he gave her a belief. The superpower is there and your everything is gone. When I believe that, it will come to me and it will rescue me. Very next day, I felt that I'm not having any fever at all. Spiritual practices are holistic healing. It's not giving only. I will let you know there is a terminology called psychosomatic symptom. Do you know the meaning of psychosomatic symptoms? Psychosomatic symptoms are nothing but you may have the symptoms. When you go to the scan and when you get to the blood test or urine test or all the tests, and it will say that everything is normal, but you are having the problem. That is called psychosomatic problem. Psychosomatic problem. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? Psychosomatic problem, naturally body not having anything, but your mind believe that. So when you want to heal holistically, you have to go for spiritual pathway. Spiritual pathway will help you to completely recover from the illness. When you take up the medicine, physically you will be all right. But when you believe that there is a God with me and you will be completely all right, you can do your work without any fear. You will not having fear at all about the future. Fear of death will not be there. Fear of future will not be there. And self-discovery. When you look at the people who are in the spiritual practices, they know their strength and weakness. They know the height and they know their potential. They know their abilities. They will not say that beyond the boundaries or the competency they are having. They work on that where they are sound good. And third one is inner transformation. You can able to see that the people who are in a spiritual practice, I can say that the most of the sisters, when they were getting involved by themselves in different activities, and you can able to see that there is a positive change. Very good transformation will happen. When you do prayers, chanting again and again, that inner strength will be exhibited in your whole body. You'll be more happy, positive outlook will be there. By looking at them, you can able to see, okay, this person has done these many years of practice, and that's why the inner transformation will happen. As we discussed earlier, spiritual practices give holistic well-being. Holistic well-being. Holistic well-being includes physical, mental, emotional, relational, and social component. Social component. They enhance our coping strategies. It enhances our coping strategies. Coping means if I have the stress, I may have the ability to manage my stress, that we can call as a coping strategy. Life challenges. When there is a crowd, you have to reach the destination within the crowd. You'll find the pathway to reach the destination. The same way, coping. You believe that you can able to come out from that. Stamina, nothing but a stamina. So you are having that a God, a armor in your body. When someone is trying to put something, you can able to protect. You can able to protect. Okay. So, and when we practice spirituality, that gives meaning to our life. That gives meaning to our life. Why we are here? Why we are here? Why we are doing these things? If there is any purpose in our life, if there is any purpose in our life, and why we have to be healthy, why we have to be happy always. So that answers we can able to help. You will get it from spiritual pathway. Science will not give answer for all your questions. Science can give some logical answer for your questions, but all the answers we can able to get it from spirituality and cultural sensitivity. And it accept when you are practicing spirituality, you will accept every religion, their beliefs as it is. You will not discriminate. You will be more inclusive, and you will so more effective in communicating with other religions. Communicating with other religions. You will be more cultural sensitive. You will not discriminate based on that, okay, you are from South. You may not aware that that exclusion will not be there. You are from North, you may be the stigma we are having, no? Stereotyping, it will not be there. You'll be more sensitive. Okay, they are from, so they will be like that. That understanding that will come to you. Spirituality not focusing only on your mind. It focus on your split soul. It focus on your body. It focus on your mind. All the component. It promotes your happiness through various practices. It will be more some of the activities what we are doing is unpreventive. Just imagine that you are following that spiritual values. You will not deviate and you will not go for addictive component like taking drugs, taking alcohols. It will not be there. It will not be there. It promotes our well-being. Spiritual pathway promotes the values. When you follow the values in your day-to-day life, and that direct us how we can lead our life healthy and happy. When you look at the people who are in the spiritual practices, every day they will take care of their body. They will take baths regularly. They clean their body very politely. They clean the place where they are belongs to. Why they are cleaning the place they are belongs to? Because when they clean that, there less chances are that they may be infected. So they are the one, they integrate spiritual principles. What is spiritual principles? All the practices, when you have the rules and regulations, when you're driving a car, they will say that go left. That's a principle. The spirituality also has principles. We have to follow this roadway. We have to believe that these are the things we can do, that forgive the others, being grateful, express your random act of kindness to the people who are in need. These are the principles of spirituality that integrate these spiritual principles, and we will be happy and healthy. That can able to see, we'll be there next elevator level. And next you can see psychological impact of spirituality. As we know that mental and emotional components are very, very important, and that could be achieved in different modalities. But we can say different models are there to deal with psychological problem. One is biomedical model, behavioral model, psychodynamic model, gestalt model, spiritual model. Spiritual model we can call as an existential model. Existential model. Okay. And so sorry. There are many studies were proven that when we practice spirituality, we are having many benefits are there. Some of the spiritual beliefs are controversial in nature. I think we have to accept that. Some spiritual practices, they will bury their children under the ground and they will take off after an hour. It's a controversial belief system there people are having. And we have to understand that this kind of belief, we are not supposed to take it. Some religion we can able to see controversial in nature, that spirituality will not accept it. Spirituality will say that if the belief is done, most of the people, it is accepted, we can go for it. Not extreme, not extreme. Not extreme. We must be unsettled. We must be on neutral. See, there are many challenges we can able to see integration of different religious pathways. Just imagine that if you are following Buddhism, if you are following Hinduism, if you are following Christianity or Islam, you will not adapt the spiritual practices, even the good in other religions. There is a challenge in integrating that other spiritual practices what they are following. These are the controversies still there in spiritual practices. And ethical considerations. Now, when we say spiritual psychology, it's science-based. We have to follow the ethics. We have to follow the ethics. And when we found that some of the practices, just imagine that I don't like the prayer. You are not forced me to do the prayers. There is no single pathway to reach the destination. There are many pathways are there. We can find out other spiritual pathways that fit for me. Some people say that you must do that. As I said, there is one destination we are having in our life. We can take the one pathway straight, another one is shortcut will be there, another one is alternative pathway will be there. We have to find out which one is fit for that. So we have to follow that ethical guidelines. We have to respect that diversity of spiritual belief system practiced by different peoples. Even if you like it or not, you have to accept that. Understand the cultural sensitivity. Why the people are doing the such a way? Why they are not allowing others? And so there are many researches going on. I hope our care center of Brahmakumaris itself, they made on nearly 200 or 300 researches on spirituality in yogic sciences. In future, you will have more and more evidences in the field. More and more evidence in the field. When you want to empower the people, when you want to make a transformation, you have to embrace when you want to experience that happiness, just follow that spirituality. Just follow the spirituality. And there are many spiritual pathways are there. You can adapt the one you feel more comfortable. I hope I can stop here. And today you got some insight regarding that well-being and integration of spiritual practices and well-being component. And we will take another 5 minutes for taking up your discussion. If you have any questions you would like to ask me, or you would like to share any points to support the present discussions, you are welcome.
Sir,
Sir,
just
we want this
yeah.
presentation and PPT or any PDF or anything.
Yeah, it is a PPT format. It is a presentation. It is an artificial intelligence-based presentation system. I'll do share that just a minute. In the chat box itself, I share the presentation.
Okay.
1 minute. Just give me a minute. So this one you can able to use it, and anyone can use this thing. Copy. Okay, friends, you can check that your chat box here, where I shared a link. When you click the link, you can able to open. Just click it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we don't have this link in chat box.
Link is not
We
appearing
don't
in
see.
chat box.
I think I directly sent to Vasu brother. Just not entire everyone in the. Now you can check.
Yes, it is there now.
Yeah, yes. Earlier I directly sent it. Now you can just click the link. Take you there.
So, sir, like, what will be the some keywords that we can inculcate with spiritual psychology in order to, you know, like to learn deeply.
Yeah. Um, See, when we want to understand spiritual psychology, when we understand that, as I said, religions are a subcomponent. When we look at that, very close to the different religious practices, some of them are accepted, socially accepted religious practices. You just listed out. You just listed out, and you can practice it.
I have two things to know from you.
Yes.
One is, it was just probably in the third last slide where you were talking about the controversial nature of spiritual beliefs.
See,
Please explain a bit more. I couldn't understand that much.
I'll give one of the example here. In some religious practices, they will take a coconut shell and they will break them on the head. And some places you can able to see they have the fire and the people walk on the fire. These are the beliefs are controversial in nature. Okay. And the people who are practicing, they believe that it has helped them. So these are the controversials we are not supposed to use in spiritual component.
Then we cannot call these practices as spiritual because they are not doing anything.
They call them as
They
unspiritual.
call, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not by us.
Yes. And secondly, as you shared that there are so many researches going on in Brahma Kumaris, if you like to associate with any of the such research project, how can we be a part of the research project at Brahma Kumaris?
Yes, I would like to know that. I would like to bring your kind notice that nearly 300 to 400 members are enrolled for PhD program. Probably after this PG program, you can also enroll yourself for the PhD program.
Okay.
They are doing all the spiritual practices as we discussed here. Whether it has an impact on our stress management, whether it has an helpful for us to develop our happiness. So likewise, nearly 300 plus researches are going on. And you can contact that probably they may update in the website. I'll put a word to the members over there. In short, maybe in a 6 month or time, they will upload all the research work done by the different researchers.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sir, I wanted to ask you, how can we use spiritual psychology to build resilience?
Yeah. Resilience is just imagine that I'm walking, when I fell down, I have to wake up and be there normal. I have to stand there. That is a resilience. Bouncing back to the normal is a resilience. Just imagine if it is physical, I can able to stand up. I'm psychologically down. Psychologically down. When I believe that there's a God, the superpower, supreme power is there, and he will support me, he will bring me to the normal. That belief itself make me come to the normal, bouncing back to the normal. So that we can spiritual resilience.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
So, sorry, it's very personal to ask, don't mind.
Also,
You have done probably some good research work, PhD holder, or okay. So you are working somewhere.
yeah, I'm working as an assistant professor in the American College, Madurai,
Oh, great.
where I'm teaching psychology.
You are teaching psychology. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
I
Thank
am
you.
also adjunct professor of Manipur International University, the course you have taken up, and I am the course writer for the program Spiritual Psychology.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Yes, thank you.
It was really very nice to have a good interaction with you.
Thank you.
Throughout your presentations, we could learn more and with very much great clarity, actually.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for upgrading, enhancing our knowledge.
I think I
Excuse me, sister, for your kind information. This content is ready by him, I think, and he came our center, Vadodara, Atladra. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Ah,
I came.
yes,
Huh?
I met you. Yes, yes. At that time, yes.
Okay, okay. That's great to know about you.
Okay.
Remember you came to Manipur once with Pandya
Thank
Manipur.
you.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Pandimani sir. Yes, MS University. Yes,
Yes, yes.
So
invited you, both of you, Anna. Yes.
Yeah, we can.
so
Okay.
like
Thank you.
like after these classes, like I mean, we'll be getting 5 more sessions. We already had 2 sessions earlier with this. So after that, like if you want to like know more about this spiritual psychology and other things that being related to our studies, so like is there any reference point where we can use to
Yeah.
study?
I can say that there are few research documents are there, and if possible, I will do with your coordinator. They will share with you in a WhatsApp group.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you all. I think we had a wonderful, fruitful deliberations today, and we will meet tomorrow. I think tomorrow you are having the session. In 1 hour, we'll discuss the other points. Thank you so
Tomorrow,
much.
which time, sir?
Same time.
Same
They
time.
will.
Om
Same
Shanti.
7 to 8.
6:30 to 7:30.
6:30 to 7.
All right. Thank you so much. And Om
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you,
Om
sir.
Shanti. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.